Okay, I'm out here messing around with the little coil winder that I'm building, and I'll show you where I'm at. I've got it mounted temporarily on the end of this board, but I am definitely going to move it over to the middle of the board. Just an old board that I had laying around. I have the guide done down here with rollers. I had to fix this because the needle was poking out too far. It was way up over here, so I haven't tightened up the screw, so it's pretty loose to move it up and down yet. And I was going to put ball detents in here for the lever, and I didn't have a ball plunger, and plus I decided I wanted to go something a little more positive, so I made a pin, put down a little chain, drilled the 2 holes for forward and reverse on the side here, and then I can just put the pin in and put it up there, and it slides in through an index hole on the other side. It's just, I temporarily hooked it up with a rubber band. I think that's all I'm going to need to actually power it. I don't think I need, as you can see there, it's going forward, going that way. So if I turn it off before it gets to the end of the threads here, and flip the lever down into reverse, whichever you want to classify as reverse and forward, now it should go the other way. And I can control the speed with my little control box. And like I say, that's zinging along a lot faster. And I'll probably end up running probably about there somewhere. Not much faster than that. But anyway, everything seems to be working. Working just fine. Pull the pin out. Slide it up to forward. Put the pin back in. I put it on a chain so I wouldn't lose it. I have a tendency of losing things small like that. And that's zinging right along. Like I say, I'll never ever run it that fast anyway. I'm not in that big a hurry. I was just sitting here trying to figure out how I'm going to, I'm going to put you in a tripod here, how I was going to mount the counter on there. I ordered a counter. Naturally, I ordered it with a shaft out the side. I think you can get them both ways, and I need the other one, really. I was originally going to put belts on it and have it belted up, but I think I'm going to run it direct, so that I can put it right on the end. That's why I want to mount it over here in the middle, and I can mount this on a block, and it'll be keyed right into the drive pulley. The only thing is, it's going to go this way, and that's in reverse, so I need the shaft out the other side. But it'd be upside down for me, but at least the numbers would be right. So what I'm going to do is I took the screws out of it. I'm going to try to make it, to slide the shaft over and make it the shaft out the other side. Let's see if I can lower you down here. Maybe. My tripod will operate a little. So I'm getting closer to the action here. Alright, so I took the screws out so I could pull the cover off. And I'm hoping, by looking at it, there's a cotter pin right here. Let's see, there's a cotter pin that's holding that gear to the shaft, and it looks like it's going through a hollow shaft. So I'm going to try to pull that cotter pin out. Let's get pliers here and pinch that cotter pin together and try to pull it out. And not, if I wreck it, then so be it, and I'll just buy a right one. I'm kind of disappointed as how big it is anyway, really. I was hoping for a small counter and wasn't paying attention when I ordered it. All right, let's pull this out. I hope nothing falls apart. Okay. Lay that down here. So now the shaft should spin freely, and it does. And that can move around. Push it through. Okay, I think if I go in there and pick up that hole and carefully, and then drill a hole through there and put the cotter pin on that side, it might work. Let's go over to the mill. The mill's kind of a mess. I've been working over here. See if I can. Gotta be careful. I don't want it to fall apart. Easiest way to clamp that. Maybe if I put it in a, what do you call it, or can I turn that? Let's go to this side. Just turn it all the way around. Go through from that side. I'm going to see if I can lightly clamp it. Without breaking anything. Darn lever's in the way. I have to be up that high. Will I catch it? I'll catch that side. I'm going to get another parallel here. Oh, it's laying right here. Alright. I don't know if this is going to work or not. That's at an angle. Well, actually, it wouldn't matter at an angle or not, I guess. As long as I don't break it when I clamp it up. Yeah, it won't clamp up with that parallel. Under there. Pushes it up. Yeah. Why is it tilting it up? Oh, yeah, there's a big radius on that. So now let me get some shorter parallels. I don't have a big selection of parallels, so. There. Okay. That. So what are we hitting now? Oh, the lever itself. I'm going to have to hang it out the side over here in order to do it. I think it'll stay. So if I come over here and pick up the center line of that shaft, come over and then make sure that the hole was lined up with the plastic. Actually, I could drill a whole new hole through the plastic in that. I might do that. And then put a cotter pin through it. I'm going to get you on a different tripod here. This is it's kind of big and in the way. I'll put you in my little magnetic one. I had a magnetic one here that I can just plop down anywhere and move it around a lot easier. So, move that out of the way so I can actually work without getting, plus you get closer to the. Alright, so now I want to pick up the center line of that shaft. And for this cotter pin, we'll just use the scale method. We use a scale method to do it instead of an indicator. Get a center drill, small center drill. Small center drill in there. Come down. Bring it in. Am I going to make it past that? Alright. So what you do is just lay the scale on top of the shaft, and then come down and lightly pinch it in between. And then you'll see that the scale is up or down. If it's down like that, you got to crank the table out. If it's down like that, crank the table in. You want to get it parallel. That'll tell you if you're on center line. Or damn close anyway. Like right there. That's where I want to be, right there. So now I'm going to move back over here to this. Let's see if I can get you some light here. Probably best if I just turn it off, huh? Alright. I haven't decided yet. Do I want to go through that hole that's already there, or do I want to just make a new hole in the plastic? I'm voting for make a new hole in the plastic. And I think that's what I'm going to do, so I'm going to just turn that around. Hopefully it ain't going to spin when I... You know what? I need something to kind of lock that shaft from moving around. Put a little... Put a little tiny C-clamp on it, or can't twist clamp on it. And now if I just hold it up against that like that, I won't be able to slip. So I'm holding it up against the actual reset. Alright, let's give her a try. I'd have to hold that too. It's not too bad. And I want to drill a small, I'm not going to go with that same size cotter pin. I'm going to go with a smaller one. Doesn't need to be that big. So, what diameter hole do I need? One of the smaller ones that I have, which is like that, which is only 62 thou diameter. 16th. So, see if we can't get a 16th hole through there carefully. Then we'll have changed our shaft size. Now, I gotta hold this and this. Whoa! My drill's shaking so bad here that went down on the side of that. Now I moved it around. Right there. Still shaking. Find that center roll mark. There we go. We're through the shaft, and we're through the plastic. Cool, I think we got it. Now, get it out of there and give it a spritz of air, blow the stuff away. Let's go back over to the surface plate. And set you up here. Now I need a my little steel block or a parallel. I just put a parallel, put the mag bits on a parallel. There we go. All right. So now we got a new hole in there, and it should line up. That. So now what did I do with that cotter pin? See if I can slide this cotter pin through the hole. All right, there we go. Hopefully it won't be in the way of anything. I'm going to get a pliers and try to push it down in there. Take my little clamp off the side so I can turn it around, so I can turn it back up to the top and try to tap that down in there. Okay. Now naturally we're going to have to clip that off. It's long. Little clippers. I had that out here somewhere. Why do things always seem to take a hike on me? Alright, we'll clip that off. Let's clip it off short, or shorter, because it doesn't need to be that long. There we go. And spin that around and see if I can't divide that. I've got an X-Acto knife here. And open that up a little bit. There we go. Doesn't have to be much. Not going to come out of there. Nothing in the way. 0. Hey, I think that's going to work. Alright. Alright. Where did I do with the cover? There we go. Put the cover back on. No chips and garbage in there. Nope. Cover back on it. Alright. Now I'm going to put you back in the other front. And so that I can give you a shot at the whole thing here. Get it in. There we go. I'll raise you up. them. So we're going to take, and I'm going to unbolt this. All I have is temporary screws in it. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to make this pulley over and make it with a coupler on the end so that it actually couples to this. And then it'll spin. I'll have to read the numbers upside down, but to me, that's no big deal. No big deal at all. So I need to unbolt this and move it over here somewhere. That was just temporary to proof out everything and make sure everything was working. So I won't be using these for anything, so I don't know what I'll do with those. So the belt is kind of, the reason I didn't want to go with the belt is so stiff on that, and I just didn't like it. I'd rather have it just direct drive to it. I just got one screw holding this down here. I got a couple of these, one on each side, so that I can, a little angle, clamp it down. The wire will come out of this hole here over to a spool over here somewhere, so I got to leave room on the end to mount the spool. Plus, I had it way up here. I think what I'm going to do is move it back here, like that. I can move it anywhere I want after I mean, all I got to do is take the screws out. I'm just going to bolt it down right there for now. They're just Torx fencing screws is what I've got here. Countersunk. Put down in the countersink. Getting closer though. I haven't worked on it a whole lot in the last few days, so I kind of want to get it halfway straight. Sure like these Torx screws compared to Phillips or Straights or start. Yep. Use the power screwdriver to do this. Oh, you probably don't want to see my elbow. Okay, so now I'm going to have to make a bracket for the motor. And I was kind of holding out because I wanted to see how that motor was that I ordered off the internet, but it hasn't showed up. So if I make a bracket here, it'll be just over there. So I'll probably just mount it like that with an L bracket or something. You know, with a little piece of angle iron, and I could go either way, just flip the wires around, but that was kind of out of the way. I put it there, and like I said, I think a rubber band is going to be just fine for a belt. I don't think I need much more than that. That gear ratio is 15.1 to 1, something like that. So it puts a lot of torque on that screw in the back. So it doesn't really need to be. So if I put a rubber band on there, and it's just a crown pulley is what I've got on there right now that I made. So I can put a bracket right here somewhere. Just kind of trying to visualize it. Or I can just go with a really short rubber band. I don't know if I have any. all I have are the whole bag of these. They're all the same. So, yeah, I think that'll work though. Bring it out to the, well, yeah, I don't want to go any bigger with that crown pulley. I don't want it to spin any faster than it already spins. Sure wish I had that other motor. The one that I actually ordered for this. Well, I think I'm going to make the crown pulley the same size as what it is already. And then, like I say, add on to it. And I'll have to make a block here to set this on. What I should do is just make like a Lovejoy connector. That way, well, yeah, because, well, I was going to say, if I want to pull it out of gear, I could still pull it out of gear. Because, you know, that's spring-loaded, pushing that over. And if I want to quick clip it into neutral, I can just, you know, push it over and it's in neutral. Although I don't need to do that because I can just pull this pin and go in between gears right there too, neutral. Decisions. No, I think I'm going to go with a solid coupler. The alignment though. I could make this even into a little Lovejoy, right this pulley with that I have. Just mill basically a X through it and make another one to fit on here, mill an X through it to fit in between, and then it's ready to go. Because that pulley is wide enough because the rubber band's going to run there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take and make this into a floating connector, basically. It's easy enough to take out. Just take a wrench here, spin it around, that up. There we go. And all right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a little floating connector here for this. If I'm on camera or not, but and then put that in there and mount this here, mount that right there, and then I could actually move over a little bit in case I need more room for wire. I might do that too. I might move this down over here. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to go to the lathe and make a new connector for that. And that's basically just lathe work. So, and then after that, the only thing left would be to turn up I just want to say spindle. Spool. And then I don't know, for the 1/4 inch, for the 1/4 inch hole through there, I may take and make a broaching rod for that. Since if I use it more than once, I might as well make a broaching rod to broach these. I'll think about that too. To make a 1/4 inch broaching rod would be no big deal. That'd be pretty simple. Anyway, that's where I'm at. That's what's going on with my little coil winder. I kind of like this though, even though the detents would have been nice, but this actually doesn't work too bad. And then I know it can't slip out of the detent and mess up, because if that would slip out, it'd mess up your winding and you'd kind of have a mess. That way you get to the end of the stroke, stop, flip it down. I can go beyond now. I was going, well, what did I do here? That's because I don't have the gear in there. You know, I've got the gear right here. Yeah, see, it doesn't only go down that far. So, anyway, that's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and make parts. When I get the parts made, I'll come back and I'll show you what I got. Like I say, it's just basic lathe work. And then for that coupler, maybe I'll show you what I'll just show you what I did on the end of it. It'll be just taking and cutting an X through it, and on both of them, and then the two will fit together. So no biggie. So anyway, till next time, catch you later.